So hear me out real fast. Whenever you play Call of Duty, could be zombies, multiplayer, campaign, or Warzone if you're like that. And normally you'd go for like a fast firing weapon, a burst, a semi-auto, whatever it may be. But do you ever go for the slowest firing weapons? No. So in this video, I will be showing you the slowest firing weapon on every COD Zombies game from World at War to Cold War. I do want to say, if you ask about this behind me, you know, the big-ass gun save, yes, it's there. I acknowledge the comments that talk about it. If you ask what's in it, look, I don't know. Probably guns, I would assume. Okay, now we've made it onto World at War. And if you want to try and guess what the slowest firing weapon on this game is, go right ahead. And if you can't guess it, I don't blame you. You might think of, like, the trench gun, the double barrel, the PTRS, other weapons that I can't think of. And surprisingly, actually not really surprisingly, it is the Kar 98K right here. Yeah, it's not only is it like the worst wall weapon, it also is the slowest firing weapon. So you just got a really shitty weapon overall. It is terrible. Now, if you're curious as to how I got the data for this video, because I will have the rounds per minute on screen, I went through like the wiki, some Google spreadsheets I found online, and some of the weapons that I couldn't find, I just tested myself. I went in game, figured out their RPMs, and you know, that's it. And I don't know if like the wikis or the spreadsheets I found were including double tap or not, or pack-a-punch or anything. So the fire rates for each weapon will be kind of around the general area of where they should be. So I hope it's correct, and if there's going to be somebody out there that is going to tell me I'm wrong, I don't blame you. You're probably right. And before showing off all the weapons, I will pack-a-punch them, get double tap, all that, to show the full package. The whole thing. Wait, let me get in frame. The whole thing. And for this map, I will have to turn on 3 different teleporters. One over there, and one over there. Won't take too long, and I'm probably just going to skip to when I actually am turning them on, because, I mean, I've played this map enough. I think some of you already get the gist of it. It's not too hard. There is one teleporter. There is the second teleporter. Oh, there we go. And now finally, that's the third teleporter. I can go ahead and pack a bunch of the car as well, since we have the points. And it is terrible. Here comes the Armageddon. And then that's all she wrote, to be honest. Now, I think it's like a decent weapon for it being so bad on Pack-a-Punched. I think it can one-shot in the head until like round 20, but it's still ass. Now, the RPM of this thing, from the wiki, it said it was about 48. The reason why it's so slow is because it's a bolt action, and it's, I believe, the only bolt action in this entire game. So it's just terrible. You don't really want it. And now we can go ahead and move over to BO1. Okay, now we're on to BO1, and you might realize I got different clothes on. That's because I took a shower. Something that most of you might not actually do. But the weapon on Black Ops 1, which really didn't surprise me once I actually saw the weapon, that is the China Lake. Now, I am not looking forward to using this. It is terrible. Arguably the worst weapon in the entire game. But we gotta look for the box. It's not there. Every time I do one of these videos, it's always in the alleyway, which is the worst location. Is it in here? No. It's not down there either. So we got like 3 more locations to check. Well, not in either one of those 2 rooms. So we still got the stage, and I can turn the power on to see if it's in the alley or the top left room. And this is already terrible. Not ideal. Oh man. It isn't one of those rooms or areas. Which one is it, though? The alleyway. Aww. Okay, we've now got our last perk, and we just gotta keep hitting the box now. If I get it first hit, that is bonkers. But I doubt it. Yeah, it's actually a good weapon, but I don't need it. Oh my god, second hit. I need it, please. Okay, I'm risking it for the biscuit. Ooh! Now we just gotta get the points to pack-a-punch it, which is not too hard. I only need 1,200 more, so let's go ahead and get those. And we got the points now. Now let's quickly teleport. Boom. And then we got the China Beach. It has almost no uses in this entire game. I really can't name you a single use this has. Its fire rate, I understand that it's not rounds per minute for this, but I'm just going to say it anyway. It's, I think, 25 RPM? Yeah, 25 RPM for this thing. So it can shoot a maximum of 25 grenades every minute, which is really, really slow. Now, this thing's damage is terrible. It's not even one-shotting around 10 pack-a-punched, which is... Why? Why is this allowed in the game? And it being a pump-action grenade launcher is pretty stupid. For zombies, I remember saying, like, what is the purpose of having a pump-action grenade launcher? Then people said it. This is a video game. This is not real life, all right? But yeah, this thing is terrible. Nothing good about it. Slowest firing weapon in Black Ops 1. So now we can move on to Black Ops 2. Okay. Now, on to Black Ops 2. I gotta quickly turn off the fog because nobody wants to see that. What? How did that not work? Oh, we got it. All I had to do was go in a custom game. Now, some of you might be surprised as to what the slowest firing weapon in this game is. I myself was really surprised. I mean, I really didn't know what weapon would be the slowest firing in this game because it didn't really have a lot that were slow. But it's the DSR. And that is going to be the best gun in this entire video. It's one of the best in Black Ops 2. I think it's actually the strongest per bullet weapons in this entire game. I have to get out of the box too. So this could take a while. Like a long time. Just imagine I get a first hit. Nope, definitely it's not the DSR. Ooh, we got it before it moved. That is beautiful. Now I think I have to get around 9,000 points because it has a special feature about it. So now we gotta try and pack punch this 2 to 3 times. All right, let's see. Will I get it? No. Okay, I should only have to do it one more time. Or not. There we go. So as you can see, this has iron sights on it, which is extremely unique. It's actually a unique attachment to the DSR, specifically in zombies. And the RPM of this thing is around 50. Yes, it may not be the highest number ever, but for it being the highest damage per bullet weapon in this entire game, that isn't bad. And plus, it can go through multiple zombies, like 4 at a time. So it's really good. Even with that slow fire rate, being able to shoot through 4 zombies, that kind of basically makes it 200 rounds per minute. Kind of. Not really, though. Not at all. But still, it's an amazing weapon. It one-shots all the way up until round 39, which is absurd. That is really, really good. And that's it for the DSR. If you've never tried it before, I'd honestly really recommend this thing to almost anyone that plays BO2. You gotta try this thing out. Yeah, that's BO2. So next up, we have to sadly move on to Advanced Warfare, which is probably going to definitely kill me. Oh, here we are. I'm not happy to be back on this game, and if you're curious as to why that is, well, you know, I did all the Easter eggs on this game. Go check that out. It was actually a really good video. I really did enjoy it a lot. Now, I don't want to say what weapon on this game has the slowest fire rate, because I want it to be a surprise. I did cover it in my most iconic weapon video, and just to put it simply, the weapon actually has the slowest rate of fire in any COD zombies ever. Maybe even Call of Duty in general. It is actually pathetic how slow it is. And it might take me a long time to get it, because I have the 3D printer on this game, which is just terrible. It is such a bad thing. I don't want to do this. Can you tell that I don't like doing this? Why don't I like doing this? Oh my god, we already got it. Second hit. It's the blunderbuss. Now, before I say the rounds per minute on this thing, just look at this shit. A little bit lengthy of a reload. Now, I'm not even going to pack-a-punch this thing, only because nothing interesting happens to it. The pack-a-punch system in this game was stupid. You had to pack your weapon 20 different times. If you're doing the Easter egg, 25 different times. And I'm not for that. I'm not here to do that. It doesn't get an attachment or anything. Now, the blunderbuss is strong. It is a good weapon. The only problem is it has about like a 10-second reload. And by the way, I didn't say this yet, but its RPM is about 11. So you can pretty much round it to like 10 shots every minute. Now, I don't know if you realize, but I was actually shooting through multiple zombies at once. I think this can shoot up to like maybe 6 zombies at once, maybe even more than that, because its spread is so much as it's a blunderbuss. They're going to hit almost every single zombie that's in front of you. Like, well, okay, here's a good example. If I get all these dogs in front of me, they all might just die by 1 shot. Yeah, all 3 of them dead. I don't know if it'll kill that 4th one, but I'm sure it would have. But yeah, I mean, it's good if you can use it in the right situations, but that reload is just way too ass. So let's go ahead and move on to Black Ops 3. So Black Ops 3, I mean, it surprised me like BO2 did, but not as much. The slowest firing weapon on this game is the SVG, and it's for good reason. It's slow. Would you guessed it? I wouldn't have. Now, this is kind of like the start of when weapons were fast firing in zombies. Like, all of them were quick. There wasn't one like slow one or multiple slow ones. It was just, they're all around just great weapons. Now, this is going to be really easy because, you know, Gobblegum. This is basically like using mods. And, you know, if you got a problem with that, I don't care. Not my problem. So let's see if we can get the SVG fairly early. I got immolation. I do not have immolation on. Never mind. I do got raindrops, so that's a plus. So let's just see. First Gobblegum hit. Chopping free? That's actually a huge W. And the whole map's open around 2. Wow. It's almost like I'm using cheats. It's crazy. What do I get here? Raindrops? I'll take it. Whatever I can get. Now, it's just a matter of getting the SVG, well, not as soon as possible, but just getting it. in a relatively short amount of time. It should be easy to get as well. Drakon. Not the sniper I'm looking for, but a damn good weapon. The Locust. Okay. All we need is the SVG, and that's all 3 snipers. Oh, yes, the SVG. And we have the points to pack-a-punch it as well. That is very convenient. And there is it pack-a-punched. Now, the SVG, this is what it's like just shooting it. So, you know, it has some time between shots, and its RPM is 42. Obviously, nowhere near the bottom of this video, but it's not great either. And I think this thing doesn't get enough credit because, things like the Drakon, the Dingo, the HVK, Man of War, all those guns, they're all so good in Black Ops 3. And the SVG is also really good, but because there's so many good weapons and the mechanics of BO3, snipers never really did good, unless it's the Drakon. But now we gotta move on to Infinite Warfare, which is one of my more favorite games of the whole franchise. So I'll see you guys on Zombies in Spaceland. Okay, now we're on Zombies in Spaceland, and I'm sure most of you watching probably don't know a lot of Infinite Warfare weapons. So just to make it easier for you guys, a lot of them are full auto or burst or, all that. There's not a whole lot of single fire weapons in this game. Obviously, some of the snipers are. And one of them that I'm doing is a sniper, or the one I'm doing anyway, which is the longbow. For the longest time, I really thought this was actually in Black Ops 4. I don't really know why I did, but it's an Infinite Warfare. And luckily, we are on Director's Cut, so we spawned at 25k points. And I'm just going to immediately go for the mystery wheel and try and get the longbow within however many hits it takes me. And if I have to leave the game, I will, because I don't really want to stay on this game as long as I possibly can. I want to get in and out quick, in and out clean. So let's just see if I can get it in time. Oh, finally we got the longbow. Took a little bit longer than I would like. Now the longbow is just kind of your generic bolt action sniper. Now it is unique though when it's upgraded, and since I'm on Director's Cut, I get every weapon upgraded out of the mystery wheel. Now this kind of acts like a shotgun in a way. So when I shoot it, you will see that there is 3 bullets. Oh, that's not a good example. Yeah, there's 3 bullets that come out of this thing at once. It's very, very good. I almost forgot to mention its RPM, and it is 50. Similar to the DSR, and there's gonna be another weapon that also has a 50 RPM. But that's kind of it for the longbow. I wish I could say more about it, because honestly, it's a great sniper. It just doesn't really shine that much in a game that has a lot of unique weapons. So now we have to move over to World War II, which I am not too excited to play that game at all.
So I might have accidentally fell asleep before going on to this game, so don't mind the hair, don't mind the voice. And the weapon I'm doing on this game is usually something I wouldn't do. I don't usually, copy weapons. I try to stay away from weapons I've already covered, but I wanted this video to be accurate. And this game also has the blunderbuss. And I don't know if it has a faster reload, faster rate of fire, or anything than the one in Advanced Warfare. So it might be the same fire rate. It might not be, so I'm going to have to test it once I actually get it. And this could take a long-ass time, because this game, it either is going to have some terrible RNG or god tier RNG. I don't know yet. So I'll see you guys when I maybe get it. Who knows? Just imagine for a second that I get it on my first hit. I did not. But what did I get actually? Oh, I got one of the best weapons in the entire game. Wait, did we get it already? Wow. There it is. Well, I kind of forgot that speed cola exists in this game, so I don't know if I could really do the RPMs. So let me just time one reload of this. And I know I switched up the camera on you guys, my fault about that, but every game from World War II onwards kind of has a run kind of the top left, so don't worry about it. Yeah, so it is actually about the same. Even with speed cola, I kind of thought about it, and yeah, this is about the same as Advanced Warfare, so not too big of a deal there. Obviously, it's going to be the same fire rate, which is 11 RPMs, or 11... Well, it's not really rounds, it's more like pellets. I don't really know what you'd call this, but I do want to upgrade it, though, to see if it's actually good on this round. Right now, it's still one-shotting, but it's only going through, like, 2 zombies at a time, so it's not that good. And it does not have a lot of ammo. That is very depressing. Now, let's see if it'll get a lot of ammo upgrading it, though. I hope it does. Well, actually, I really don't care, but... Give me good. Give me good ammo. It has 10 shots. This game usually has most guns having a huge amount of ammo, and this was just like, nah, bro, I got 10. What do you mean? Wow. Never mind. I retract my statement I just said.
This thing is actually kind of goated upgraded. Don't know if you guys realized. I don't know how you wouldn't. When you shoot this, it acts like a bomb, like a proximity mine. But this is what it does, guys, if you haven't seen. So you shoot it and explosion. Oh, that actually hurts me. You know, I don't think this really matters on trying this, but I really want to know. Wow, this thing is powerful. The Brenner usually doesn't die to like anything after like hundreds of shots, and this thing just killed it in like 3. I really do apologize to the blunderbuss. It's actually insane in this game. But now we got to move over to BO4, regrettably. But we're gonna be using mutators to you know, basically cheat our way to get the weapon. So I'll see you guys on Black Ops 4. I won't be surprised if any of you even know what the slowest firing weapon on this game is, because, well, we all know this game's not played often. And the weapon is the Paladin. It's, of course, a sniper, and it's like a, I don't really think it's a bolt action sniper, but it's where you have to, you know, cock it back every time you shoot it. But I don't believe that it's an actual bolt action. You'll see in a second once I get it. I should be able to. I got 50,000 points with mutations on, so we should be able to get it within the first couple of hits. Maybe not, though. We could get really unlucky, or get it the first hit. You know, look, I'm just that guy right now. I don't really know what's going on. I'm just kind of here. So if you've already seen these videos before, you know what I'm gonna do now is get 4 different heads around the map to get pack-a-punch open. If you don't know, well, I'm gonna be smacking some bitches. There's one. Oh, we got the second one on accident. And there's the third one. And there's the last one. Now we have to put the heads right here and wait for pack-a-punch to open. And there it is. And now we got to pack-a-punch the Paladin 5 times. I don't really have to, but I'm going to because, you know, I have the points to do so. And there we go. We got it now. And the Paladin, I think it's kind of the same case as the SVG. It isn't a bad weapon. It's actually really, really good. And its fire rate, by the way, is 50. Similar to the DSR and the longbow as well. Forgot about that. It seems that this thing is explosive or something. When I get close to a zombie and shoot it, I actually lose health. Yeah, it's explosive. That's interesting. Yeah, this thing is actually pretty damn strong. I was having almost no problem killing the Marauders and stuff. And it seems good. But it's in a game where if you're not using the Helion Salvo, you ain't playing the game correctly. But I only got one more game left, which is Cold War, and it's going to be quick, and you'll see why. So I'll see you on Cold War. There's shaders. Oh shit! This is gonna take a while. Oh, my camera almost just turned off on me. That's not good. It too did not want to see the shaders. It's probably gonna take like 20 minutes. So I gotta sit back and relax. Now finally the last weapon, and yes, it's a pretty chunky weapon. It's very large. You could also make this thing extremely long to where it actually goes off of your screen, which is kind of funny. But this thing is one of the slowest weapons I've ever used in zombies. Not even just its fire rate. It's just a very clunky weapon. And this isn't firing it once. That's how slow that is. Its RPM is about 36. And you could probably tell by the way I'm talking, I'm not going to upgrade this thing at all. I'm just not. I don't care enough. It's going to be nearly impossible to do that. Now, the only good thing about this weapon is that it has the highest damage per bullet out of any weapon in this entire game. Even wonder weapons. It just has the highest damage. Now, if you don't understand Cold War numbers, then this won't really make sense to you. But if you do play Cold War, this has a max headshot damage of 220,000, which is insanely high. I think it can even one-shot most of the bosses on health cap. So it's good if you need like one really strong weapon just to kill like one zombie really easily. But other than that, it's a heaping pile of shit. Now that was the slowest firing weapons on every COD Zombies game. If you guys got any good ideas I should try next, you know, custom map, Black Ops 4 challenge, another one of these type of videos that's going to take a while to make. Or, you know, just something chill. It doesn't really matter. Let me know. But I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out. I love every single one of you.